It was truly a page turner. It was one of those things where I was trying to figure it out every time I turn the page. I'm one of those people. I'm always trying to figure out the ending before before it happens, and so I couldn't figure it out. When you look at a character like Mr. Brooks, what's so frightening yet so compelling is he's everybody. He's a regular, everyday guy, and then when that switch goes off, he becomes our worst nightmare. He becomes the story you end up watching on, on court TV, where you're like, how could these people exist? I've been a fan of Mr. Kevin Costner for several years, and he's funny. He's just a great dude. It's like you do want to hang out and go, go fishing and hang out with Kevin Costner. So doing all these scenes, side by side, driving around with him, and although we're playing some despicable, people, when they say cut, the experience I'm having working with him is valuable to me. I think what ultimately excited me most about Mr. Smith was this was a guy who is on a path of destruction, and I'm a person in my life. I'm very I consider all things. I'm always shooting angles and trying to figure out how am I going to get from point A to point F, taking the proper steps. And I like that this guy is taking all the wrong steps. The more I thought about this character, the more I realized I think that Mr. Smith was really preparing himself for that type of lifestyle of, like Clark Kent. Like, nobody cares about me when I'm working at my regular job. I'm, mechanic, engineer. It's like I can kind of float in and out of this world. Nobody cares about, if I bump into you, you don't even care if I say excuse me. And so I think that he looks at his life as a great starting off point for what will be his adventure of becoming a serial murderer.